All right, y'all, taking a look at ONDO. I am on the weekly Coinbase chart, and I know I'm going to catch some hate over this, guys. Let me start by saying I don't care about the fundamentals. I don't care if ONDO is going to cure cancer. I don't care, okay? This video is strictly from a technical standpoint. I know some of you are not going to grasp that, and you're going to tell me how great ONDO is and how I don't understand the fundamentals. And I'm just telling you, I don't care. I'm going to go from a technical standpoint because you need to anticipate less. You need to anticipate what ONDO might do based upon tokenomics, circulating supply, market cap, things like that. If it does better and all of the hype and narrative and all that comes through, that's great, y'all. That's a bonus. But be prepared for less just in case that stuff falls through or doesn't happen the way you think it's going to happen. Because I got to tell you, most coins do not live up to the narrative, okay? So be prepared for a more realistic retrace level. And if you get all the hype and narrative, great, that's awesome. But let's take a look. I am not a fan of ONDO on the technical side, okay? And the main reason, I mean, it looks great. It looks bullish. I'll give you that. It looks very good. I'm not knocking how well it's performing. It looks great. However, you're getting destroyed on token unlocks, your circulating supply. And I'm going to show you, and most people don't understand it yet because you don't feel it. The circulating supply is not there. But check this out. Follow me, y'all. This might save your investment. All right. So December of 2024, you set a price all-time high of $2.10, $3 billion market cap, 1.45 billion coins. So 1.5 billion coins, right? Fast forward to July. Now, this is what I'm talking about. You're starting to see it here, but this is nothing compared to what's coming. In July, you had a price of $1.17, so $1 less, almost 50% less than your all-time high, right? However, your market cap was actually bigger, 3.26 compared to 3 billion. So you had more money in ONDO here, more investors, more money, but your price was 50% less. It's because you doubled your coins from 1.5 billion to 3.1 billion. You doubled your coins, okay? Now let's look at today. We're sitting at about 34 cents, market cap 1.6 billion and 4.86 billion coins. By the next cycle, guys, by the next cycle, you're going to have 10 billion coins on the market. You don't feel it here because you have less than 5 billion, but you're going to more than double by next cycle. And that is 7 times more than you had at your all-time high, which means you have to 7 times do a 7x of your market cap here, 7x. I mean, you could probably count on one hand the number of coins ever that have done a 7x on market cap from cycle 1 to cycle 2. It is very rare, okay? Very, very rare. If you just match your market cap all-time high in the next cycle, if you just match that, you're going to have a 32-cent ONDO. And I know what you're thinking, well, price is already 34 cents. It's above that now. That's dumb. Yeah, but if you were to add all 10 billion coins into the market right now at a $1.6 billion market cap, your price would only be 16 cents, okay? So this is going to get weighed down as tokens get unlocked, okay? Here is your supply. You can see ONDO goes flat for a while and then has these big spike ups, flat, big spike ups. And the schedule looks like this. Each January for the next 3 years, each January, you're going to add 1.7 billion. So you're not going to feel a slow bleed like this as you're adding tokens monthly because you don't monthly add tokens. You're going to be going flat like this. And then in January, you're going to add 1.7 and price is going to go boom, just like that, just like that, just like that. And I mean, it could be headed to the upside when that happens. You're headed up and then January rolls and boom. And then you got to recover. It takes about a year to recover. January comes around, boom, and you're just going to get weighed down, guys. It's going to happen whether you want to hear it or not. Don't be stubborn about it. Just accept. There's no getting around it. There is no getting around it. You're going to 7x your coins, period. There's no getting around it, no matter what anybody says. It looks super bullish on market cap. I will grant you that. It looks super bullish on market cap. But you're gonna weigh it down. I'm gonna give you a perfect example in just a second. Stick with me. So what I would do is I would map out from I'm on your market cap, ONDO market cap now. do a retrace level, a fib retrace level, okay? And you've got your retrace targets here. And how you calculate price from this is you take your market cap target divided by your number of coins, and that gives you price. And I've mapped this out for you. So let's take a look at what your retrace levels would be. All right, so if ONDO just retraced to the golden pocket, you're going to have a 34-cent ONDO, basically where you are now. And listen to me, some of you are going to get tripped up because you think, well, we're already there now. We have to go up. No, you don't. ONDO's going to come down. ONDO's going to come down not only in the short term, but you're going to get weighed down with token unlocks. That's what I'm saying. Your price is, you're not going to go up from here. I mean, you could, but you're going to have unlocks that's going to weigh you down. And you're going to see that starting this coming January. Okay, guys? I'm not saying it's not bullish. It's just going to get waterlogged. Regardless, be ready. So if ONDO does come down somewhere like this, you need to be ready for a potential retrace like this, and that's all you get. Now, personally, I think ONDO is a more bullish coin. I think it's going to do well. If you did hit the 1.618 retrace, that would give you a 786. And you have the 2.618 way up here. And I actually do think ONDO is bullish enough to come through these and then come up into here. But you could use these levels as accumulation targets. So let's say you come down here at some point in the fall. You're going to come back up. You're going to start getting weighed down in January with coins. You might retrace here. This would be a good place to possibly sell, right? And then rebuy, come up and sell and rebuy. And that way you're accumulating on the way up, okay? So you can use these retrace levels. Again, you may not see it now because all the tokens aren't unlocked, but when they are, you're really going to feel it. I'm going to give you a real world example in a second. However, let's look at my bull run price prediction for ONDO, okay? And then I'm going to give you that real world example. I predict in the next bull run, ONDO goes to $1.20, okay? That is my prediction. That is a $12 billion market cap. And let's remember here, guys, you only set a $3 billion market cap last cycle. So I'm projecting you're going to 4X that. So I'm not saying it's not bullish. It is very bullish. But even with a 4X, a 4 freaking X on your market cap all-time high is still only going to get you to $1.20. You just have too many coins coming in the market, and that's going to kill price, even though the coin is still a bullish asset market cap-wise. Okay. However, I do think you're going to roll over here at some point, especially if Bitcoin pushes down and as your token unlocks come in, and I think you're going to get another shot at these lows. Clear support down here, right? Clear support. So I think you're going to get another shot here somewhere around possibly even as low as a 20-cent ONDO. So if you get that, I would look for a move up about a 6X. I just don't see you getting anything better than a 6X. Again, it is so hard for you to see right now because you can't see what it looks like on unlocks. But look, let's check out WorldCoin, okay? And I know we're not discussing fundamentals, but there may not be a coin on the planet that has better fundamentals than WorldCoin. You guys, it's on this big 300% rally in the last few weeks. WorldCoin is the iris scan technology, Sam Altman's coin. It's just massive for human verification, and it is no doubt the leader in that sector. But check it out. ONDO is going to go through something similar. You set a price high on WorldCoin of $12. Check it out, 150 million coins, okay? Fast forward to your cycle high of last cycle of 221. During the time that you set the all-time high of $12, you had a market cap of $1.5 billion, okay? Watch this. At $2.20, you had a $3.2 billion market cap, so more than double your market cap. That is very, very, very bullish. But you put 10 times the coins on the market, and I understand ONDO's only putting 7 times the coins, but it's pretty damn close. And you paid the price, right? Price paid the price. Your price, even though you were twice as bullish, more than two times the money in the asset, you were 80% less on your price. Okay? Again, double the money in the coin. Bullish. Let's look at today. You have a price of 61 cents on WorldCoin and a $2.1 billion market cap. $2.1 billion is 30% more than your price at $12. You're 30% more bullish right now than you were at $12, but you only have a 61 cent WorldCoin. It's because of token dilution. You have had such a crazy unlock schedule. And I'm telling you guys, ONDO's doing the same thing. You just don't feel it yet because all the coins aren't here, but they will be here by next cycle. So use WorldCoin as a great example. Nobody thought this could happen. Everybody thought down here going back to 12 bucks, but you got waterlogged with unlocks and you're going to feel it on ONDO. So that is my prediction. I do think it's bullish. I do think you're going to do a 2.618 retrace. I do think WorldCoin 2x its market cap all-time high. I'm saying ONDO is going to 4x it. I'm saying it's even more bullish. But you're going to have too many tokens. You're going to do $1.20 max price on ONDO. Be ready for it. Don't be the guy that round trips your bags because you're listening to the narrative that ONDO is going to $10. And so you're sitting here, and you don't sell. Oh, it's going to go up. Here we go. Oh, gosh. And then you round trip it to the next cycle. Don't be that guy. Be ready, understand the tokenomics, understand the dilution of the market, and be ready, okay? And I think this is best case scenario, guys. Be prepared for less, and if you get higher, that's just a bonus. Drop a comment down below. Let me know what you think. Again, I don't care about your fundamentals. These are technicals. Give me a thumbs up. Give me a thumbs down. Don't really care. Subscribe to the channel. Would love to have you. We're going to do regular ONDO updates and other altcoins. Let me know what altcoin you want me to check out. I will look at it for you. I'll see you guys next time.